Cam Johnson, Keon Johnson, and Tosan Awoma. Washington has Brogdon, Kispert, Champagnie, Carrington, and Holmes, who was the Can the Nets find stops? The one thing they haven't found any consistency in doing so far tonight after holding 3 straight opponents under 100. Drive and kick. Kispert relocates for the triple.
And on. Kind of said the same thing, but defensively for the Nets, they're just a step slow, and a lot of these looks that Washington normally doesn't make, second worst three-point percentage in the league. Go through all the numbers, they're seeing them go through with consistency.
Johnson looking to back down Brogdon. Spray it out for Johnson. Keon missed the 3. Right now, the Wizards are taking the Nets to Hogwarts. This has been an educational effort from Washington. Oh, the stop and put it. It is a 16-8 3-point make advantage in favor of Washington. They've opened this up to 20. Tap to the outside. Cam Johnson on the reload, in and out.
So it had a couple great looks for the shooters you want taking them and just not going through.
That's now 8 of 28 from 3, 28.6% compared to the 47.1 that Washington has shot from the outside. Nearly another fan opportunity, but nice save by Champagnie, and a deep one goes down.
You too.
Well, I liked all of them. They're right across from us.
I got candy in my bag.
Well, that sounds creepy.
You don't think they'd do a trade?
I'd say their parents might interfere with that one. 2 minutes into the 4th, and the Nets put together a little bit of a run and some momentum. That'll
20-point deficit now after that 3-point shot for a Brooklyn team that understands how to create good opportunities, good looks, and especially the way they can shoot from 3 at so many positions.
As Holmes just squeezed last night in the 4th quarter, I think anything feels possible at this point.
And this is a resilient team and a team that continues to play regardless of situation and circumstance, so that's why this has been surprising. I think that this has continued to balloon to this point, given the fact it was, what, 75-70 at, I don't remember exactly how much time.
4 minutes left in the 3rd.
Yeah, so
32 assists for the Wizards. Just 9 turnovers. That could have been a shove in the back from Brogdon. Instead, second chance for Washington with Kispert. 8 to shoot now for Carrington. And a whistle this time. Leave it for Keon Johnson on the outside. Got off to the quick start in this game, but it's cooled off since. Just 12 points for Keon. And that one's out the window.
And snaking through. We've seen that more from Keon Johnson, and especially last night, but over the course of the last 5, 6, 7 games, of the patience in getting in the paint and then monitoring the situation of where he can get a shot off.
Kispert sneaks behind. Given up 100 points in this game, still with 8 minutes remaining against a team that only averages 107. Johnson skip it for Martin. Cross, drive, kick, corner, extra. Johnson, 3-ball. Yes, sir. And Johnson does have the majority of this game.
Because despite the fact that they're down by 18, they've scored well. They've probably missed some more shots here in the second half, or at least through the 3rd quarter, that we've seen some players typically make. But this end of the floor has been the issue.
Kispert. Guarded by Awoma on the outside. Got clock down to 8. George, step away 3. He's been money all night. George, 5 for 7 from the outside. And they have been scorching hot in this 4th quarter. Sharp with position, had it sent away, but a goaltend. The Wizards now with 34 assists on 38 made field goals. The Nets with only Bali, George, and Kispert. Martin, around it goes Johnson. Cross, looking to get past George, can't do so. 10 to shoot, Martin into the corner for Awoma. Turns the corner, floats it up. Too strong, follows his miss, but it's going the other way. Nets have gotten it done in the paint, especially early in this game.
And does a nice job staying in front for the most part, but without the assists, I also think you just look at the fact Kyle Kuzma averages close to 16 points per game. It's what, nearly 12 you read around there for Jonas Valanciunas. These guys knew they were going to get a ton of extra shots and opportunities.
Martin comes up short, but he's fouled. Good insecurity and equitable development. When the score, no matter the circumstance, for your own momentum now before Friday's game against Miami as well. Just a number here at home. This one, Miami, Charlotte, Philly, and Cleveland all coming up in this building. Cool, pump, flyby, comes up short. Beekman running the floor. Drives on Vucevic, kick out, Wilson, short.
And Noah, trying to catch a rhythm, establish things for fun. I think too also, just like any time you get game action, nothing can simulate it.
Second of a back-to-back. They are 4 and 5 at least coming into this game on the second of those back-to-backs on the season, but that's not easy. It's not simple, especially when you're still playing without Cam Thomas and Noah Clowney.
And I think just we keep going back, the emotional aspect of the win. You can't overlook a team. You can't take things for granted.
Simmons and Cam Johnson back in this game. Johnson with a solid performance, 17 points, 3 rebounds. Beekman, too strong, weak side rebound. Wilson battles, kicks it. Awoma loads it up into the hands of George. Johnson, 17 points in 25 minutes. Ben Simmons off the bench, 4 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists in 18 minutes. Get it out of Poole's hands, inside for Kispert, who floats it home. Bird has had himself an excellent evening, 17 points off the bench. Johnson, Beekman, hangs, comes up short, but a foul. Weighs 2 assists. To work himself back into his normal form. 1.5 to play here at Barclays Center. Koulibaly, Carrington, a 3 for Washington. 49% from the floor, from 3 rather, for the Wizards. That's nice from Keon Johnson. Inside, Nets win. That was special.
That game was extraordinary. Oh, Karis LeVert was special that night.
One of his vintage and most memorable performances in a Nets uniform. That was right before COVID shut down the NBA. And Nets were starting to round the form a little bit. Of course, Kevin Durant not playing at that point, still nursing the Achilles. That 3 is short. Koulibaly offensive rebound and turnover. Stops his tracks, leaves it for Awoma. Bullseye. So the Nets now up to 11 made threes here tonight compared to just 19 staggering triples from Washington. Poole drives, Euros, somehow finishes up.
Right now, Washington just getting whatever they want, wherever they want to go to.
Beekman back outside. Awoma, shimmy shake, back down, stop, and the ball off the front of the rim. Second-year man out of France. First of his career with a career-high 11 assists in this game. Poole drives, missed it, ricocheted into the hands of Johnson. And they'll take that foul. I mean, that.
If he hit the ball, it was after getting him in the ways.
Martin sticks a 3. Loads his bench a little bit in the final minutes here. And a knock away. Another turnover forced by Brooklyn. Johnson attacks and can't finish with the right, but he's fouled.
He didn't lose the ball. It's not like it was.
Right here on Yes. A bit of a spurt towards the end of this game. Wizards getting some extended depth out there along Davis and Gill. For Washington, it'll be their first 3-game winning streak on the season. Had a 2-game streak in the first week of the year. They won 2 games in a row against Atlanta to go to 2-2 on the season and then lost 16 straight after. As Martin can't make it 2 in a row, Awoma flies in for the offensive board. Good ball movement. Beekman, drive and kick. Awoma, extra. Johnson, 3. Johnson again, 25 points. He's continued his excellent stretch here, last 7 games. 45 seconds remaining from Barclays Center. Nets are going to see their 3-game winning streak come to a close. Champagnie can't hit that time. There's one final possession here for Brooklyn. It's Awoma taking advantage. Johnson again. Not that time. And the rebound into the hands of Carrington. Bear hugs it with a 2-second difference, shot clock and game clock. And Washington content to run this as far down as they can. So the Wizards, who had lost 16 straight games from January, 2.2 winning streak at home.